YouTube, Troystarz, trucking. In this video, I'm just gonna talk about things that I do that keep me firm and strong.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.
Things that I do to actually let me stay intact with still being an owner-operator, still have my bills under control, still can maintain myself, do everything around me, even though things may not look in or going the way it should be going towards being an owner-operator or in trucking. You know what I mean? Because you guys already know that I switch at least with 2 companies since I'm out here in the owner-operator world, right? I show you guys the ups and downs, I show you guys the things that I go through, I show you guys what's going on and all my experiences. How did I manage to still be on track, still maintaining myself, and still be in the industry? And if I want, I still can able to switch again and go to another company. And it only comes down to one thing: know what you're getting yourself into. That's all. Just know what you're getting yourself into. Now let me break this down. Becoming an owner operator, it's all out there. Yeah, you will be making more money. It's a possibility that you can survive. There's a possibility that there is more favor coming your way in terms of more money, more funds, more cheddar, whatever you call it, coming in your direction when you're actually owning your own truck, doing your own maintenance, and going through. But even though all those words are correct and you can basically make more money and you can do a lot more, you can go home more frequent than normal, you know what I mean? Because you are out here doing your own thing basically, so you can actually set up yourself so it's more feasible for you to go home on time, right? Or go home whenever the time is needed. Now, that being said, you have to remember that even though you're doing your own thing, if you're still signing on with another company, that can become a small issue, which that company that you sign on with may not having the loads going in your direction the way you want to go, or they may not have the amount of load that you think you would get when signing up that would take you through and have you paying all your bills, you know, and have you surviving out here in the trucking world, right? Sometimes you have to wonder if these guys are with you, for you, or against you when you're doing your own thing. And these are something you'll have to look into. Now, the reason why I come up with this video or this topic is I sit down and I was saying it to myself. What if I wasn't prepared the way I am prepared now? What would have happened? Would I still be in trucking? Would I have to would I lose my truck? Would I, you know? Because I have to sit and I have to think. So that's the reason why I come up with this video now, to come with this topic to let you guys know how to be prepared and how to get ready if you're planning on coming out here in the trucking world as an owner operator. You know what I mean? I released a video earlier which I was talking to you guys about company driver versus owner operator, and I was giving you guys mostly the ups and downs and mostly what's going on and what's taking place and what I'm seeing out here in the other world and stuff like that. But I still didn't mention how I'm able to survive throughout that. Now, not straying away too far, I'm just going to break this down to you guys. Just a quick flashback of my past, or you know, where I'm coming from. Basically, when I get my paperwork, as in when I become a permanent resident here in Canada, I decided that I need to get my own truck so I could make more money to get to further where I want to go and do more out of life. And also my vision and my aim was to own my own trucking company so I can make bigger moves and do more for myself, because it's all in my mind, it's all in my head, and that's how I wanted to see myself growing as a young man with my own business and stuff. So it was all a plan. It was all a dream coming to be a reality, you know what I mean? So I stepped off towards it, and there was a lot of obstacles, you know, on my journey coming up. There was a lot of things I have to go through on my way coming to be even owning my own truck. After this video is finished, I'm going to put some story time up so you guys could see some of my obstacles that came in the way when I was actually on my journey to be where I want to be right now. Now, just going to cover the point that I'm trying to make now. Before I got started, when I was in Jamaica, I was a sales representative, right? I used to, you know, drive trucks. Before I come up to tractor trailer, I used to drive like smaller trucks and do sales, you know what I mean? And during that time, I was doing a business on the side. I was doing buy and sell cars, you know what I mean? I had a company that the company had thing to do with like landscaping, you know what I mean? And I try a lot of stuff on my journey coming up. One of the time I was even selling like phones and stuff like that. I was doing any and everything to get where I want to go, right? When the opportunity come up for me for truck driver needed in Canada, I take that opportunity because I was looking into it and I read more about it, and then the currency, as in the Canadian currency, was also more than Jamaica, what we were making in Jamaica. So I figured this would be a good opportunity for me to get where I want to go. So I went and I do the audition, and well, it is audition or training, whatever. I do the interview, and they called me and said that they are interested and I will be one of the drivers that they will be requesting. So, you know, I was happy. So I, you know, go on my journey. I'm going to leave a story time so you guys could see that journey. Anyway, forward, I came up here doing my thing, and then I got to learn the industry. So I was in as a company driver for 4 years before I became an owner operator. So I actually have some ideas of what and you know, where I'm gonna get, what I'm getting myself into, and what should I prepare for. Because as a business owner before, it was not big business, but you know, it have potential, and those business was. I got my ups and downs here and there, because I got buy cars, and the cars that I buy, it was all a trick, because, you know, sometimes the engine was already out, and the person still put a thicker oil in the engine and sell me that car, and that was a major dent in my buy and sell car history, because that car that I bought was actually we call it hot bread, as in it's a quick seller. It was a station wagon Coronado or something like that. That was a car that every guy was planning to run a taxi or something like that. That's the car that they would need. So I saw the car for a good price, and, you know, I went to purchase the car, but actually the engine wasn't good. But what the guy did was put thicker oil in the engine. And when I got there, and, you know, I went there with my mechanic. Well, it was my friend, but he do mechanic and stuff like that. And I mean, they do everything else, but we didn't or couldn't at the time identify that the bearing was actually worked out in the car, and it was a thicker oil. That wasn't in our intention, but we think we got a good deal. And when we got home and started cleaning up the car, you know what I mean, servicing the car and stuff like that, we changed the oil, and when we changed the oil and put the fresh oil in it, that's when we realized that this car engine is no good. So we tried to call the seller that we buy the car from. The phone was off, and that was it. And trust me, that's when I realized that I'm on my own, you know what I mean? So I had to do what I have to do. My friend was actually just finished mechanic school, and, you know what I mean, he know a thing or two. This was his first engine he was gonna rebuild. You know, we gotta get the head skim, we gotta do the crankshaft. You know, And we did it all together, and the car, the engine was rebuilt, and the price that I had in mind to sell the car, I even end up getting more, a lot more, because the engine was rebuilt and stuff like that. So it was a downfall at first, but it became successful in the end, right? Now, I said that to let you know that I've been through where I actually went down. I go down, and I think this was it. I'm out of the game. I'm coming here to do my thing now. I make sure or ensure that I have enough funds, or the correct amount of funds, where I could actually, if I get myself in trouble, I can bail myself out, because I am on my own. There is no one to get anything from. There is no one to borrow from. It's all you, all on me. You know what I mean? So with those knowledge that I have from back home and stuff like that, I choose to carry them along with me and use them here to get me where I'm at right now. Like I said, when I just bought the truck, I had transmission problem because it was the same issue, and I don't think I had learned my lesson, but I should have taken the mechanic with me, and then I would realize that this transmission in the truck wasn't good. You know what I mean? And that was my fault, and I should have learned, right? But anyway, I went ahead and I purchased a transmission. You know what I mean? So right off the bat, before I even drive the truck, it already cost me $7,000 before I even drive the truck. For the transmission, $3,000 to get it in. So we are talking about $10,000 right there. Before I make my first trip. This is just moving the truck from point A to point B. And once you buy a used truck, it's all on you. So right there, like I said to you guys, $10,000 right off the bat. You know what I mean? No, that didn't stop me. You know what I mean? Because in the time when the truck is getting fixed, payments is coming up to pay for the truck. But it's a good thing I was smart enough to get my payments to a manageable condition where I can get this thing under control when the time is right. And also, I make sure all my credit card was perfect. You know what I mean? I tried, when I was working, I was thinking about this plan and everything. I put all those things in mind to make sure my credit card is on point. I have a few stuff in the account and stuff like that. And to pay down for the truck, I paid down $12,000, $12,000 something on my truck, so that my payments could be at $1,300. You know what I mean? So it's, I did what I had to do to be where I want to be. This leave a stigma in my head that, I mean, you're on the edge now, and what are you going to do? You know, you need to pick up the pace. You need to go out there, work that truck, and see if you can. Because remember, in all of this, I still have bills. I still have bills back home. I still have everything to come to reality now that you're out here on your own. You're doing all this stuff, and this is already happened to you already, and you don't even start making any money yet. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? Now, this is when all your knowledge come forth. This is when you realize that it's no time for error. This is no time for making any mistake. You have to be on your A game. You have to make sure you put down every money you make. You have to make sure you don't miss a payment. You got to make sure you're watching out for everything. You're seeking. You're looking. You have to keep. You know what I mean? So it's like I said. If my payments was more, and if I didn't have those planned to make sure I have enough funds before I step out, I would have crashed already. I would have wrecked. The company would have closed down already. But the determination and the concept of our business should run, and the budget that you have lined up within your mind and know what you're doing is a big key point in what I did for me to still be here standing in front of you guys explaining this. My purpose of coming up with these videos is not necessarily because I want to do videos, because I usually do like comedy skits and stuff like that, because I am like that. I like to enjoy myself, have fun and stuff like that. I do a lot of those videos, but I decide to come on YouTube and show my experience and also give you guys some knowledge of what I am doing and how I get it and how I get along with, you know, where I'm going and my plans and stuff like that, so that you guys can learn from me or do better than me and go out there. Because what, by the end of the day, we are all looking for better. We are all looking to grow. We are all looking for success. You know what I mean? And success does not happen overnight. You know what I mean? So you got to put your work in. You got to show your talent. If I fail, I fail trying, but I'm not going to sit down and then wait for failure to come my way. Because in life, you know, money needed, food needed, health needed, everything like that needed. But you got to go to the number one source. Where can I get the money from? Where can I get the health from? Where can I get the strength from? All of this coming from your hard work. No one is not going to take care of you for you. You know what I mean? So you got to go where the food basket is so that your dreams can come true, right? Now, how I survive? How I make it this far? Well, I'm not really anywhere, to be honest. But because of the stuff that I've been through and go through and all that, I think I'm somewhere. You know what I mean? So, in other words, I just want to let you guys know, make sure you keep your credit cards in check. Make sure you pay all your bills on time. Make sure you have a good relationship with your bank. Make sure you're putting down for rainy days. Make sure you have that person in your life that can give you strength or help you when you're down. And last but not least, make sure you have God in your prayers. Make sure you're praying and know within yourself that you're not alone. Know within yourself that there is a creator. Know within yourself that prayers really do work and come true. Just be the best you can be. Go out there, do your thing. And thanks for watching my video. This is Troystarz, and I hope I cover what I start off talking about, because this is what I normally do. I normally talk and then stray away. But this is Troystarz Trucking. Thanks for tuning in, and I really appreciate you guys for my helping my YouTube channel to be where it is. So I'm going to continue to put my work in, because I see that you guys are interested in the things I do, and I really appreciate it, because I can see the love in the subscribes. I can see the love in the comments, and I just want to let you guys know. Just leave an amen to let me know you watch this to the end. And thank you guys once again. Troystarz. Peace.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.